Hi, everybody. Crafty Sky Lady, Maureen Sky coming at ya. How y'all doing? I'm here in my back room. It's late. It's always late. That's okay. That's when I do some of my best work. I have my nice cup of tea. Love it with some lemon. It's nice and warm. Love this cup that I thrifted a while back. Just, it's like blown glass or something. It's beautiful. I don't know if it's blown glass, but anyway. Very nice cup. A little sweater cozy that I made a couple years back as well. And I have several of them. I like them this time of year. And it really does help keep the tea warm, you know. This is good and hot right now, and it tastes really good. It's a little extra sweet because I happen to spill a little extra sugar in there. So, let's talk. Okay, you'll see behind me a Christmas sweater. That's on eBay as we speak. It's a Catherine Kobe or something like that. Christmas sweater with a white furry trim and beautiful detail, and it's all intact, sequins, beads, or whatever, embroidery. It's got some snowflakes on it, button-down cardigan, really nice one. So I put that on. I only spent like $4 for it, and I have it on, I want to say $27.99, because with comparables, I looked up. Now, my fingers are very sore because I have been doing reverse graphics on the wood blocks and doing the rubbing Hoya. And I'll tell you, I've been wearing a Band-Aid on this one for a couple of days, but they do get sore. I don't know how the lady that I learned from, who does videos about it and everything weekly, and she's really good, and her signs are beautiful. She says her fingers don't bleed. Mine are very, unless I'm rubbing too hard. I don't know. I'm still learning, but I'm getting better at it. And I just brought up to my booth today, up to Brattleboro, Vermont, and I'll try to include, I did a little clip, but very brief, but at least it shows. My booth is a corner. They gave me this like pyramid kind of shelving unit to borrow, and it's got shelves, and I put little hooks and tacky things so I can hang stuff on it too. And I try to get as much on there as I can. I need to make even more, but I did a lot of the lady there last time, the other lady had, I can't think of her name, Kathy maybe, but she had encouraged me to go the route of maybe doing a couple of them with the footprints in the sand kind of thing, but I couldn't get all the words, so I shortened it up, something about when you see only one set of footprints. I took off the words in the sand, and I put, it is then that I carried you, and I put footprints. And I did too. They came out okay. I'm getting better at it as we go along, but it's a learning process. It is, and you've got to be patient. I might have been trying to do it too quickly because I was really trying to get a bunch done and get them up there for the Christmas season. It's now December 8th, but like I said, if we go back to months, I've been a little waylaid, with the whole need thing. So my energy and all that too was, I'm getting it back up there eventually. And been really working fast and furious between eBay and shopping online too for Christmas family gifts. And I got all that to wrap, and I haven't even put my tree up. I've been working on these Christmas things to get them up there for selling, so I make a little money back, to help with my Christmas expenses, right? And so with all of that, yeah, eBay is going okay. I'd like it to go a little better, being fourth quarter, and I do have 800 and just under 830 items on as we speak, so that's good. And I've been really listing stuff, and I got stuff, so I just keep, every day I put a couple things on, and some days I get 5 or 6 on. That's a good day, and then other days might just be 1 or 2, but I try to do something every single day, feeding that beast, they say, to do that. And my business has grown. It is growing. I got a couple of little fudgy cookies too. Why not, right? That's what I say. I'm 72 in January. If I want to eat a cookie every now and then, I'm going to eat a cookie every now and then. How about that? And I'm not going to have any worries about it and no diet or nothing. As long as my clothes still fit me from years back, and they do, I'm doing all right. So anyway, I'm looking forward to a couple of Christmas gatherings. I'm not going to be hosting this year, so it's not like I have to go decorate crazy anyway, but being the farmhouse that it is, and every year I go nuts in the kitchen. I have a lot of things I can put around. I love to go outside and cut greenery from the few trees we have, and do the little garland swaggy things for my bottle wall area, which right now it has snowed twice, so it's nice Christmas winter wonderland, and I still have my pumpkins out on my things. So yeah, I gotta get outside too, but the girl's been busy. I've been busy. And by the way, who says, you go on Facebook and that, and it's lovely, and believe me, I'm happy for anyone who's organized and got their tree up. I try to be organized, and I am organized pretty much with my stuff, but I got a lot going on than the average person. So yeah, it's December 8th, and I don't have my tree up yet. Am I early still, or am I late? You tell me, because, I know people who have had their tree up since, like, even before Thanksgiving. And fine, that's fine. I'm not knocking anybody, but it makes me feel late, like I'm late, and I get a little anxious. But I guess we're not late. What am I late for? I'll do it when I'm ready, and it's going to be this week that I can now concentrate more on my own decorating. But like I said, I'm not hosting, so it's not like I got to go to town with it. And we do have that ceiling damage in the dining room still, and in the other bedroom, so that hasn't gotten fixed yet because it's too expensive, and our taxes. We just paid our property taxes for the second part of the year, and they went up several $100s. You can't get ahead, folks. It's very hard to get ahead these days. I'm working fast and furious trying to make a buck, Really. And I'm not alone. I was talking with a man up at my vendor space, and he takes photographs, beautiful, of a lot of barns here in New England, birds, unique things, wintry scenes, seasonal scenes, and they're beautiful. And he puts them on canvases and like wood slabs under with resin, lots of resin over them, and they're really nice. They're very nice. And yeah, there's a lot of nice artisan work in that emporium. There really is. I walked around, and wow, there's some nice stuff. If you're looking for a nice homemade gift, think about these, gift shops that have the handmade things. There's some beautiful stuff. And yeah, you're going to pay a little more because it's artisan. The people making this stuff. Like my wood blocks, the Christmas ones, I put $7.95 on them. And that's reasonable, I think, because, they take hours to rub the paper off the graphics and get it right. And sometimes I have to scratch the whole thing and do it all over because I rub too hard or something. So it's buying the wood, cutting the wood, sanding the wood, painting the wood with the chalk paint, buying those materials, making your chalk paint, painting the wood, letting them dry, do 2 coats, let them dry, then reverse graphics with a laser jet printer, and the toner is more expensive, okay, and then the black and white and your paper and this and that, and then learning how to do reverse too, that's tricky, and get all that done. Mod Podge, which isn't cheap, some of it, you know, get that on and let that dry. Then use your fingers. And like I said, mine are pretty sore. I tell you, it's this finger that I use a lot. And I'll tell you, that is raw. Right there. Shh. Yeah, it was bleeding on me a couple days. So anyway, not to complain. I mean, I like what I'm doing and everything, but I'm just saying it's work. So why wouldn't I need to charge a few dollars? I can't give them away for 3 or 4. You know, I need to get something for my efforts. But I did bring up just under 20 blocks today of different Christmas, the footprints in the sand, you know, deck the halls with boughs of holly, and I got some glitter on them, and the black and white, and then I put a little glitter. They're pretty, and I painted the sides like either red or green. Yeah, and I got some more ideas too. I really want to go to town this year and make a lot of stuff and get it up there. I think I know what I need to do. Yep. Start working with glass jars with the reverse graphics, or, you know, decoupage some words and things on the glass jars like she does, where you take a napkin and you put it in your laser jet printer. I got to get the right materials, and then I'm going to try that. Yeah. So good. And make some really nice, like this size glass jars, you know, with words on, paint them, and then with words on them. I've seen her make some really cute stuff. And then you put like jute around the neck, and yeah, and then also tin cans, and I've got a barn full of the big cans and spray paint them black. And they make, and then put the ball feet with the wooden ball feet black and glue them on, and then do, you know, coffee stained words inside, herbs, rosemary and sage, and you can put nice plants in them, or do your own floral arrangement. And I've sold a couple of those already, so I need to do more of that stuff. Yeah. So I'm looking for, I have a tree that I bought this year through Kohl's, tall, 6 foot, but it's not a wide one. It's just a narrow tree, but it's pre-lit. And I just want that in the dining room with a tree skirt, and put my gifts around it that are wrapped for my family and just for us. I mean, yeah, the dining room is worthy of having a big, wide, beautiful tree. It is. And the 3-window dining room, bay window area. But it's just us. He's 90. I'm 72. I'm not, like I said, I'm not going to be hosting. So why do all that and lug? And it means bringing all that stuff down from the attic. So I decided for $33, I got it on Kohl's. I'm going to put it up, still in the box, get my favorite meaningful ornaments out and put those on it and enjoy. In my kitchen, I will decorate my cabinets and a few little very sentimental things I like to put in my kitchen. And I'll do it, the things that make me feel good. And then I'm going to start wrapping and baking. So I'll get there. So like I said, going back to, are we early, are we late? Who sets that time frame? Who sets that time limit, you know? And going back to me liking to write, and I haven't written in a long time, or even read a good book. I've been so busy. I love to read too. But I like to write, and I like to write poems, and I like to write with a little humor. And I did write a poem, several Christmas time poems. So one is all about Scotch tape. I should read that. And then Another one is about the holiday and how it's a woman's holiday because you rarely see the men helping the women out. The women do all the wrapping, usually. I'm not saying all men, but usually the planning, the hostessing, the wrapping, the decorating, the worrying about who gets what and buying this and that. It's all mostly on the women. And while the men, I don't know, sitting back watching a football game, right? I don't know. But anyway, I'm here and it's late. I mostly wanted to just talk, and like I said, I'm gonna try to combine clips. I do have a new app, it's called New Cut or something, where hopefully I can. That's been some of my dilemma is, I'm using my phone, which I need a new phone, and I am gonna get one into the new year. I might even get one as a Christmas gift. I'm not sure, so I'm waiting it out. But this one has a few issues, and this is what I use, and I've been using, and I know how to work all this, but my dilemma is when I take this video and say I want to send it to YouTube, and then from there I'll use their editor and I'll, edit it, but there really isn't any way for me to combine clips, and I used to do that on my other computer years back with I don't know, they've changed everything. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I've looked at a lot of sources. So anyway, I need to try to find that way of combining clips so that I can make a more quality video. That's my intent. So I did just get my hair done, but like I said, it's late. I love it. I love how she did it. Boy, I needed one. My hair gets so dry, and I started using something for like old age brown spots. I have never had more brown little knobby things coming along. I never had that years ago. They're all over my back, and I feel like I've got dry scalp or like plaque psoriasis going on. I've been using Head and Shoulders, and I itch. My skin is dry. I need could use a good makeover, right? Getting there. But anyway, so yeah, I brought up about 20 blocks that I thought looked pretty good. I brought up a skate that I made had painted skate and you put fake snow on the blades and glitter, and I did flowers. It's real shabby chic, and very frayed ribbon and a lot of pink roses and floral, and that's pretty. I brought that up, and I think I've got like 29 on that. I've sold some in the past before too. People love them. And I have one that I put on our door. So I brought that up, and I brought another little floral thing with bells with greenery and a pretty bow, small for your door. And I only have like 12 on that, something like that. But I got to look in the barn because I know I made a couple more last year that didn't sell, and I'll just freshen them up and I'm going to take a ride back up in a day or two and add few more things to my booth. But I really have some good intentions and good ideas for, the new year. And I'm also, I don't know, I've been watching a lot of videos, YouTubers of people who cross-post eBay, Mercari, Poshmark. I don't. I'm just strictly eBay, and I like that. And that's keeping me busy. But I'm wondering, I used to sell on Etsy with my jewelry, and I've got to get back to some of that. But I'm wondering, although Etsy has changed a bit too, I got to check that out. But I'm wondering if I do want to go like Mercari or Poshmark. But I'm not familiar. I don't really know much about those platforms. So I'm going to maybe look into that for a goal for the new year. We'll see. We'll see if it's even worth it. Some people say it's not. Some people say it is. I guess it depends on what you're selling and you know, the quality of your items, and you got to have really unique stuff. I really do try to pick up unique stuff, and I believe I have some. Yeah. I do have a pretty good eye for picking up good. I've got a lot. Uh, I just listed 3 little vintage silver. They are silver. I bought them in a high-end gift shop years ago, antique shop. Um, Shepherd boys holding the lamb, 3 of them of the same, and there's real silver in those. So I've got them on for the 3 of them for like, I want like $20 a piece. So that lot I'm selling 3 together is $62, like 64, and it's worth it. They're worth it all day long. Very collectible, very unique. I just listed this sweater. I listed a bunch of oh, I have a vase on that I picked up for $4, and very different. I think I talked about it in my last video, but it's like 8-ball size with a neck to it, and it's pink. Looks like pink depression glass, but it's also got ridges, and there's a lot going on in it. But the real unique feature is it looks like someone took string or spaghetti kind of stuff in the making, because it's white and it's all throughout the pink, so it gives it that added level of intrigue, and it's real pretty. I can't see any signage, but in researching, and I had to research good, it took me a few days and dig a little deeper on a couple other platforms, but I found an exact same one, but it's blue glass, almost like boy, girl, mine's pink. Okay, but it's the same exact vase otherwise, and it's selling as we speak for $275. So I put mine on for $265 on eBay, because this one's on a different platform. So, and I've got a looker. I've got somebody already watching it. So we'll see. For $4. And I know it's going to sell eventually. It will. I sold a pillow. Didn't make a lot of money on it, but I mean, I just picked it up the other night, listed it, and sold it the next morning. Kind of a red velvet Christmas pillow, just a small one, with gold embroidery piping, and it had the words, "I believe in Santa Claus and MasterCard." Sold it, and I knew when I picked it up, and I think I only paid like $1.50 for that, something like that. It was on sale. Yeah, and I sold it for about $13. I'll take that. I sold a pair of, I don't know what you call them, grunge jeans, but they were Levi's Strauss, and they were the big baggy kind they wear, like the rappers wear the big baggy, and whoever had them must have walked on them literally daily, because the back of them, not the front, but the back of them at the hem level was terrible, all banged up, but I sold them anyway. And I noted all of that, and I said, yeah, but it's the look they're looking for, evidently. And I sold those. I got them for nothing. From Gina's boyfriend had recently acquired a bunch of stuff from a storage unit, and he gave me a bunch of hats, sports logos, and really different things, and told me to just have that at whatever I get. I got $65 for those. They went out just a few days ago. Yeah. Yeah, I got stuff going on, all kinds of stuff. Can't think of what else. Picture frames. Trying to think what else. Clothing. I've sold a few pieces of clothing. Yeah, so it's fun. I like doing it, and I like thrifting. I like the hunt. I love looking. That's my time. I go to the Y. I've been going to the Y, trying to go twice a week. I don't always get there twice a week, but I'm trying. And I'm loving that. The water arthritic water aerobic type class, where we have like, they look like weights, but they're foam, but they're called resistors, and you can get different sizes. And you get in the water, and you also wear a belt, styrofoamy thing, and there's about 5 of us, mostly women. Just recently a man joined because he's getting ready to have both his knees done. God bless him. But yeah, and we just do like cross country skiing, jumping jacks, and stretches, and I just love it. And the water feels so good. And then I get in their hot tub after for about 15 minutes. I just lay there and let those jets of bubble on my back. Oh, it feels so good. I love it. So I'm enjoying that. So after I do all that, there's a thrift store on the same street. So obviously I have to go there and shop around. But that's my time. That's my time for me. I do a lot here. Eddie can't do much. And, the laundry, the meals, shopping, the groceries, the meal planning, and trying to make a little extra money here. That's my stuff that I do. And so when I get a day where I can go do a little, getting out of the house for an hour or so and a couple hours and go do that, it's fun. And I don't spend a lot, but I have a good time. I have a good time when I do that. So anyway, that's that. Like I said, Thanksgiving was very good and quiet, just Eddie and and I did online shopping through Stop and Shop, where you just go pick it up, and you pay for it. I did it. I did all that when COVID was really running rampant. I got used to doing that, so I knew how to do it. So I did it this time, even though I do like to go shop and look at my own food, then I'm picking up stuff like that. But once in a while, if you're real busy, that's a good way to do it. So for Thanksgiving, that's what I did. I ordered the turkey and onions and squash and this and that, potatoes, gravy, and all that stuff you need, cranberry sauce, celery. We did it. I did it all. I made creamed onions. But the thing is, I asked for a 10 to 12 pound turkey. Well, they must have been all picked over, because what did I get? A 20 pounder. 2 of us. We have been eating turkey this and turkey that, turkey. And I finally threw the rest of it away because you can't keep it that long anyway. But we've had turkey sandwiches, we've had the turkey dinner, several turkey dinners, turkey over gravy over mashed potatoes, turkey gravy over rice, and then I just finished, we had 2 or 3 meals of all that, and I just made a beautiful turkey soup, and we had it for 2 different days. All done. Everything out, the bones, everything's gone now. But I got a lot out of that turkey, and we could have done more, but like I said, it was getting a little old. But we enjoyed it, and like I said, it was just Eddie and I. I know my kids were tied up with their other families, side of the family, and I get that. It's okay. They're not that far away from me, and I know we're loved, and it was nice. We sat in the dining room. I used my good plates, and I had a little glass of champagne with it, and Eddie didn't want any, but I did, and it was good. It was nice, and then just, chilled, and I like to just sit back in my chair with my little blankets and the cat on my lap, and one of the kids gave me like a heating pad for your neck. It's like a collar and shoulder thing that heats up, and you set it, and I have that right by my chair. And this time of year when it's cold and I have a window right there, so it's a little chilly, I love that thing. And I fall asleep. That's my little nappy poo time. I love it. It's so good. So anyway, my kids are good to me, and it'll be fun. This Christmas will be fun too. My daughter's gonna do something, and I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to a party that my niece is throwing with my side of the family, so that'll be nice. Yeah. So I'm yawning on you. I'm going to sit here and do a little bit of work. And I'm going to eat my cookies. And I am going to wish you well. I'm going to say goodbye before my camera goes out on me anyway. This has been fun. I hope that you're all doing well. I certainly hope that any troubles or worries you have, that, maybe this video or any of my videos can help you a little bit with that. There's something you want me to talk about, or like I said, I might be reading some of my Christmas poems in the near future, and we'll be working on things. And I'll try to combine the clips so you can see my booth and what I did and what I brought up there in Brattleboro, Vermont, Exit 1, Vermont Gift Emporium. My little booth is called, our little company name is, because Eddie helps me, it's called Sky High Trash to Treasure. And the premise is trying to keep things out of the landfill, cans and wood and little trinket things out of the landfill. This is something I crafted last winter. It's for me. I use it as a display. The little star came off the top. I gotta find. But this is, and you can spray paint these. I left this one white, but I wanted to make some of these too. But all it is a cone, cardboardish cone that you buy at Michael's or those Hobby Lobby or whatever. And then these are the shutter flat things. Yeah, these. Find a couple. Stuck to tape. These things. Venetian blind slats. You cut them. So long. Cut so many sides up so they flare a little bit. That's what all this, and you glue them on in layers, And then you put you can even add little beads to them, pearls, whatever you want, little birdie things, sequin, whatever you want. And they make great, inexpensive Christmas decor. Yep. Fun, right, folks? I might do a few more of these, and I will show you them after. But yeah, they make good Christmas trees. I've got a couple of green styrofoam things up there, so I might use those instead of, but anything that's cone shaped, or you can even make your own cones too, and then do that. I mean, whatever floats your boat, but a good way to reuse all this old junk. You must have an old Venetian blind up in the attic or the cellar somewhere, right? Or you'll find on the side of the road at tag sales in the good weather. Sure. And these also are what I use, like if you've watched my videos, when I start doing the winter sowing, these are great for plant identifiers because you use the paint pens and they won't come off in the elements with the water outside. They'll stay. So you can identify your plants come spring when they're all sprouted. It works. Yeah. So anyway, I won't keep you any longer. I've got to get going here myself. Enjoy my cookies while my tea's hot. And it's been fun. It's been real. I love you. Thank you for hanging with me. And until we meet again, I certainly hope the universe provides. I really do. Thank you now. Bye-bye.